Hi, guys. It's been a while. Today, I wanted to come on and have a conversation with you regarding life's purpose. How well are you connected to your life's purpose? You see, most of the time we overlook what purpose is and we forget that our life's purpose is the only reason why we're here. Without that life's purpose, it would be hard to create a vision and to set goals. And as a coach who sees this regularly, when I talk to people, I have clients I'm coaching, and also sharing and getting questions on social media. Most of the time, we find ourselves getting disappointed because we don't understand our life's purpose, or we're not creating a vision that is in alignment with our life's purpose, but we're looking to other people and for other people to accomplish those things on our behalf. And so it becomes mind boggling when you start getting disappointed and you start feeling overwhelmed because you've been codependent on other people. But today, I want you to take a pause before you jump into making a decision, before you take the next step, before you accomplish your next goal, to ask yourself the question: how is it tied to your life's purpose? How is that vision board that you've created tied to your life's purpose? Because you see, there's a vision for survival and there's a vision for thriving. And when you focus on the survival mode, it's not aligned with purpose, because purpose doesn't run on survival. Runs on on thriving and becoming fulfilled. And if you're not getting fulfilled and you're getting overwhelmed, then it's time to take a sit back and reevaluate where you are with yourself, to make sure that your purpose is what you're working in and it's not your passion, because passion and purpose are two different things. Passion has to do with survival, what you enjoy doing to survive. And purpose is has to do with your life's mission and vision, and ties to your fulfillment in life. So if you're not getting fulfilled, it's because you're not working in purpose or you're living in purpose. And so I want to share today with you a story as an example of who I'm looking at in terms of purpose, and that's Joseph. If you all read the Bible, or if you're familiar with the story of Joseph, you will know that he went from getting that purpose, his God-given vision and mission in life, and he shared it with his siblings and father, and his siblings got very angry. And with Joseph, he was a bit boastful the way he repeated it to them. It appeared from the reading, not that I was there. It appeared from the reading that the more he spoke about the more he boasted about his vision and shared it with his siblings, the more they felt bad about him trying to rule and reign over them. But reality is that at that time in Joseph's life, he was busy trying to understand his purpose, but he did not really understand it. And his siblings had to sell him off because his purpose wasn't supposed to be fulfilled where he was comfortable amongst his siblings. His purpose was supposed to be fulfilled outside of that environment. And so when you look at yourself and when you look at your life's purpose, it's not going to be in your comfort zone. It's going to be outside of your comfort zone for you to fulfill your purpose. It may even be in an area where you don't see yourself in, but that's where God has you fulfilling the purpose. The second thing was that he had to become humble to be able to fulfill the purpose. And so he had to go through that journey of humility, of getting outside of himself, of letting go of the things that he was comfortable with, and learning new ways of doing things. And then he came into Potiphar's wife's environment. You know, Potiphar had made him the second in command and in charge of everything in the household. And then his faith was tested. His faith and trust in God were tested by Potiphar's wife. But then he stood the ground because he was like, I need to focus on my vision. And so you have to learn that with purpose comes the test and the trials of your faith, and also your ability to remain focused on the purpose without, derailing yourself or subjecting yourself to the distractions that come along the way. So Joseph focused. He knew he had a purpose. His faith and trust was in God. He knew he couldn't compromise himself and compromise his purpose. So he was taken through that journey. And then he had to go through prison. He was thrown in prison for that. And when he got to prison, it was a place of wilderness, a place of clarity, a place of um, humbleness, because again, he still had to go through those humbling moments. But along the way in prison, he also had to help other people uh, that had purpose in their lives but did not understand their purpose. He supported them in understanding their purpose in life and kind of led that moment into where he gained clarity into his own. The jail was more like a wilderness. It was a place of preparation for him to really gain that clarity and knowledge and wisdom that he needed to move on to fulfill his purpose. And then you have to understand, like I've shared in my quote, the purpose, the process takes a while. The process is not meant to confine you. The process is meant to refine you. That's a quote from Becoming Restored. The process is not meant to confine you. The process is meant to refine you. And so when you understand your life's processes, you will just be humble enough to go through them and go through that process and know that it's not meant to disappoint you. It's meant to help you learn the wisdom that you need to gain for the next phase of your journey. And look at how beautiful his purpose was at the end of the day. He was able to fulfill that purpose. His siblings were able to look and say, wow, if we had understood the purpose of Joseph, maybe we would have supported him better. And here he is helping us, overcome the famine. And I want you to look at it that way as well. You may think, oh, the people that I love, the people that I trusted, they betrayed me, they did this, they did that. It's because they're not all part of your purpose helpers and purpose pushers and purpose stoppers or killers. You have to go read that in my book, Being Single. There is a purpose for everyone that you meet, and everybody has that purpose that they're carrying to help you remain focused on your purpose, because you're the only one who can fulfill your purpose. That's why I've written, your journey is yours alone. Some will steal from it, some will make it their own, some will take away from it. But it is yours and yours alone to walk the journey and fulfill the purpose. That's from Love, Sex, Lies, and Reality. And so you have to look at it as, am I in my purpose? Am I working in my purpose? Do I understand my purpose? If I don't understand my purpose, everything that is happening to you and for you is happening so that you can get back in alignment with your purpose. So today, my challenge to you is to take a deep look at where you are. Look at the story of Joseph, how beautiful that story was, and how he was still able to fulfill his purpose. How are those people that you're meeting along the journey helping you realign yourself with your purpose? And how are you making sure you're staying focused on your purpose? Because the purpose is meant to challenge you to stay awake and true to yourself, not compromise who you are and lose your integrity. Remember, integrity is part of what builds your character, and as long as you're building your character on honesty and on your core values, no one can take you off the course of your purpose journey. Yes, the purpose may look challenging, but it's very rewarding at the end of the day, and that's how you become fulfilled in life without having to stay in survival mode, but you're thriving successfully and you're looking at yourself and saying, this purpose work is beautiful. And at the end of life, you can truly have made the impact that you were here to make, and to change lives and to help other people meet their purpose, know their purpose, and fulfill their purpose. Always remember, the process of purpose journey is not meant to confine you. It is meant to refine you. And as long as you're being refined daily, as long as you're building on yourself, as long as you're staying focused and humble through the process, you gain the clarity that you need. You gain the wisdom that you need to become the best version of yourself while still living and breathing. Remember, we don't own time and we don't own life. It's been borrowed to us. And while we're still here, we can go ahead and fulfill that purpose and make a difference in our world as long as we're still breathing and living. You take good care. God bless. Talk to you soon. Bye.